Hey, good afternoon, Patriots. Thought I'd bring you a quick video to discuss the Bitcoin daily chart. First thing in looking to trade is to find out whether the price is above or below the 9 EMA in the daily chart. So it's clearly above right here. Now, as you pull back and you look at the overall chart, rather than just being consumed by the lines in the chart itself, understand that there's an actual auction going on of real supply and real demand. And when we lost this 9 EMA support, I mean, look how much volume changed hands. So we had new buyers. We have higher lows out of what, 1, 2, 3, not quite there, 4, 5. 5 out of the last 6 days, we've put in higher lows. So, you know, that's more than a coincidence. That's called the trend. Okay, and then look at yesterday, another huge, look at these two distribution candles, right? Huge volume, worries a lot of people, but look what happens. It barely just breaches below the 9 EMA. Anytime you get a little bit below the 9 EMA, you shake out a lot of weak hands, okay? Actually, these things are a good time to buy. I don't talk about that a lot because it can be very dangerous because, as you know, I respect the 9 EMA. But you can see just when you dip below, and just like this morning, just when you dip below, you get a lot of volume. Now, all this volume right here this morning, there was a lot of shares at 440. And, you know, that's a lot of institutional support. That wasn't just, you know, a little bit of buying power. Bitcoin is being held up by large institutional money. And so you need to understand that now. Now, if it wasn't, there is no way in hell this thing could continue to be even traded, you know, high 18s or 19. So now that institutions, hedge funds are loading up, you've got their buying power at the back. That's why this thing is still way overextended on the weekly chart. And even though technically it should pull back, it's simply not going to. There's still too many people who do not have a proper allocation for their digital assets. Bitcoin being, you know, the top dog in the group. So when we look at this right here, just as an auction, even with all the volatility, it's just barely breaking the 9 EMA. So yeah, while it's difficult to buy all that stuff, it creates an opportunity. But if you're looking at the daily chart, I mean, you know, this thing's looking like a home run. We're probably going to close up here anywhere around between, what, 19.3 and 19.4 is my best guess. You close anywhere near around that. People who were short, number one, you can't stay short over the 9 EMA. If you do, you're just going to fuel it up. So then the momentum is going to start coming in. People are not going to want to sell before 20,000, and everybody and the buyers are going to be jumping in to drive this thing up. So look for the next, you know, 16, 24 hours to be really, really good, really strong to the upside. Now, all of that selling, the last important point here before I let you go. You see all this distribution? When you get that much selling, okay, just like we did the other day, and you can barely move the needle to get this thing to break on the 9 EMA, and it still closes above it, that shows you right there just how strong the buyers are. Normally, this type of volume would have sank this thing way, way down here. But that's not going to happen. So anytime you get some weakness, you're above the 9 EMA, statistically, you're better off buying it and then riding the momentum to the upside, especially since we're so close to this monumental 20K mark on Bitcoin. It's almost acting like a magnet, and the buyers are all right here supporting that thesis. Hope this helps.